everyone. Welcome back to the Family First Life Relentless podcast. As always, my name is Alondra Topete, and I welcome you all today. I just wanted to quickly remind you guys to make sure that you guys like and comment on your favorite video today. Turn on your post notifications and subscribe to our channel so you get notified every single time we put out a different video for you guys. Today we have some special guests in here today, fairly new. You guys just came on board very recently in the past, 30 to 45 days. So we're excited to hear from you guys. So if you guys can go ahead and welcome, we have Josh Crenshaw. We have Miguel Castillo. And then let's make sure I don't butcher this. Montelius. Guys, so these people came on board, very special people. They've just been here, very new, and they are crushing records. They're making a lot of money in a very short amount of time following the FFL system. So I'm excited for you guys to listen today on what they have to share. So we'll start, Josh, if you want to start them off.
Yeah, guys, first off, thanks for getting in here. And, if we were doing a podcast, you guys are doing something right. So it's super cool. If you guys could kind of just introduce yourself and how long you've been in the industry and then how long you've been with FFL. And Amy, we'll go and start with you.
Okay. So I've been with FFL for about 6 weeks. What else did you...
How long have you been in the industry?
I've been in the industry for about 1.5 years.
Okay, gotcha. So this is your first rodeo.
Yes.
But 6 weeks with FFL, how much would you say you've already issue paid and been deposited from the business you've written?
So I've written about 30 or a little over 30. Deposited, it keeps cutting out.
Zoom it in a little bit, do you? There you go.
Deposited, I would have to say about
24,000 in 6 weeks. Okay, so not many people are doing that, especially with the state of kind of the country we're in right now. Just with everything, people losing their jobs and pretty much no security. And I think it's pretty cool. Just from you weren't doing that in your other company, were you making that much money?
No.
Okay, so I knew the answer to that one, but I just think it's cool because we're trying to get new faces on these podcasts every day, and it's like 6 weeks in, 24,000, like it's almost like fake numbers, like video game numbers. What has that done just for you personally, your family, and just your confidence in the industry?
I've never had a problem with confidence, so I enjoy what I do, so I normally go in there with confidence. So that's one reason why I've always been a top producer. But I will say that I'm still learning the whole system and how to buy the leads and things like that. But
Awesome. We're excited. And I think it was more like just confidence overall in the industry. Just because, top producer elsewhere, you could probably be making half the money you'd make here at FFL. So I think just people, watching, it's like, we hear top producers or I did X and Y and Z at my other company. It's like, okay, cool. But how much did you make? And how many people did you have making money with you? And I think with FFL, it's a totally bit different ballgame because, it's one thing to go kill it yourself, but then it's another thing to turn around and help as many people as we can here. And that's the person I want to interview next. Miguel, brand new to FFL, come from a different experience. And real quick, guys, short time with the company. He's already hit the promotion of sales manager. I think his team did over 60,000 issue paid in less than 30 days. So Miguel, if you could kind of introduce yourself, industry experience and what the experience with FFL has been so far for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been in the industry for 3 years now. Like you said, I was with a previous experience and, we did okay there. I wouldn't say that we did extremely well, but, we held our own and we produced at a pretty good level. The problem was that obviously our comp was so low that it didn't even matter what we were producing because we were just getting paid very low comp anyway. But I've been with FFL now for 2.5, 3 months. I started mid-January, and it's just completely changed my life. I mean, I come from an experience where I was a manager and I was working 50, 60 hours a week. And, I was barely cracking 6 figures, and I was working hard. They had me doing interviews early in the morning and running till 9 p.m. So just being here at FFL, it really gave me more freedom, and I was able to be a lot more effective and spend a lot more time with my family, because that's one of the things that I really enjoyed about being an independent contractor was I can spend time with my family and I can do things that I want to do, and I have a really big family, so I can take all my little cousins out to the park or to, Disneyland or whatever it is, and, and have them spend that time with me. So it allowed me to have that freedom now where I can do that, where I don't have a manager breathing down my neck 6 days a week saying, hey, Miguel, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that, right? And I think it's given me that freedom and, that financial freedom as well, because I've been able to work less and make more money, which is one thing that Alondra told me. On the first day that I met her, Patino had me sit down in front of her, and she's like, how many hours are you working? And I was like, 40 to 60. And she's like, why aren't you making over 200 grand? And I was like, well, I don't know. Why aren't I making over 200 grand? That's a good question, And those words, they just stood in my head for months. And, eventually it came down to, us transitioning over. And it's been the best decision that I've ever made, for sure.
I think that's a common negative connotation about the life insurance industry, that, you have to live at your office. You have to do everything your manager, your boss, your upline says to do to be successful. And, because, 40 to 60 hour work weeks, you could do that in a W-2 job and make 6 figures.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, why are we going to kill ourselves to make and have more stress, have to deal with more people, more personalities to make income that you could do at a 9 to 5 where you have no stress and Absolutely. you leave your job duties at work.
Absolutely.
And I think, one thing with FFL, it's literally, you're compensated off your work ethic, how much you care about people, and your lead flow. And that's all dependent off of you, whatever you want to do. So we have personal producers, making over $300,000-$400,000 just on their own pen. And I think that's super cool. Now we have people from other companies in the life insurance industry coming over, and they're like, oh my God, like I never knew this existed. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Because that's how I was, man. When we started, we were at a 30% comp, Alondra and I was like, okay, so we wrote how much and our upline made how much? Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm out. This doesn't make sense. So can you kind of speak on just the differences, like in the short amount of time you've seen, like not only in your pay, but like in the people you work with's pay, and what's that done for their family, their morale, and how much easier is it to bring people on, dude?
Oh my God, that is huge. I think that was one of the main things about my previous experience is that, yeah, me and Tina, and you guys will get to meet Tina, we were doing well. We were making both over 6 figures. We were, we're doing our thing. We're both young people. And the main problem we were having was none of our people were making money. Everybody around us was broke. And unfortunately, these are our people. This is our team, and the way that the business model was set up was, it was designed to keep the people at the bottom starving. And unfortunately, those were all of our people, so it felt really, it just didn't seem fair that, we were making all this money and they weren't really making any money and they were starving. And just bringing them over here, first and foremost, the culture here at FFL is unmatched. I've been a part of many experiences before this, and nowhere is there a culture where people want you to win, even if they have nothing to do with you. I mean, shout out to Jesse, Marco, Jose Patino. Like, these are people that I constantly call. I reached out to Jesse when I was kind of fresh in FFL, and I was like, hey bro, you're killing it. And like, I don't know what I'm doing here, so can I just talk to you? And he was like, yeah, bro, sure, call me. And I was like, this is so weird, because at our previous experience, they said, don't ever talk to anybody that doesn't make money off of you. So to me, it was like, whoa, you're going to actually spend some time with me? This guy called me for like an hour, and we're just talking about different things. And that seems to be the culture here. Like, everybody wants everybody to win. And our people feel that. And I can see it in just the way they work. And just, Amy and Tina and all my guys, the way that they work and the effort that they're putting into this is so much, you know, it's coming from a lot more of a deeper place inside of them, because they actually feel appreciated here. They understand that their work is actually, you know, going, you know, mostly for themselves, right? And when people want to win for themselves, I feel like you get the best results, you know, out of them. And I feel FFL has really created a place where the agents can win for themselves and where everyone around you is going to be helpful to your success. So I think just the culture, and I mean, just financially for myself, I'm not sure if you asked that, but financially for myself, like I think it's been something that I wish I would have found FFLs a lot sooner, because I feel like I spent a lot of time working for the wrong people. So that's just a little bit of you know, what I feel.
Yeah, I mean, and it's crazy that you hit on like everything. I was like nodding the whole time you were talking, but it's like it hits different when you know the people that you work with are making money for themselves and their families. Because it's one thing, you know, Sean Mike, our CEO, he's just like, you know, we're all going to get judged one day, right? Like, and I want to be the guy going up, not down. So it's like, if everybody in the industry, all the CEOs can offer this comp, why isn't everybody offering this comp? Why aren't they everybody getting paid? You know, because it's like, if these companies are keeping, you know, 80, 70, 90% of what you write, like, how does that even seem ethical? You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, they can't sustain that for their family. And, you know, just seeing, you know, people, you know, like yourself, like Amy, and just come on and kill it and make that money. It's like, dude, we're never going to look anywhere else. Because it's like, this is kind of like, you know, the cream of the crop. If you're in the life insurance industry and you're not with FFL, there is better out there. Because FFL is the top of the line. You're not going to make more. Everybody wants you to win, like you said. And it's really, like, you know, it sounds cliche, but we are a family here. Like, you know, we don't work directly with each other, nobody at this table, but it's like, I would want you guys to win for yourselves more than anything else. Because I know what that means for you guys. And it's nice never having to get on a Craigslist or a ZipRecruiter or an Indeed again to look for a job, right?
Oh my God. That, man, when you said that, Josh mentioned something about that a little bit earlier, and I felt that in my soul, because I have literally worked at least 80 jobs within a 3-year span before I went into life insurance. I kid you not. I'll go into a job, they'll give me my duties, right? And I was getting paid $10, $11, $12 an hour. And I'm like, you want me to clean this for that? Right? Like, you know, and I was like, no way. So I'll leave and I'll get another job that was very similar, because I mean, I don't know my qualifications. I don't know what or why, but I just kept getting jobs that I felt I was overqualified for and underpaid for. And so when you said that, like, oh man, that really resonated with me. And it feels great not to be on Craigslist, because I used to just copy my resume, go on Craigslist and just spam it, like send it to like 100 different job posts every day and hope one of them would call me back. Yep. So yeah, that's huge.
And I think what's tough now is that how many people are in the same position that we were in, and they just don't know about the industry. And the only thought of life insurance industry is, you know, getting invited to an event where, you know, you had to pay to join and you had to bring them all your family and friends. And, you know, it's just like that already turns people off. Oh, yeah. And how many people are, you know, missing out on what it could be here at FFL? You know what I mean? Because it's like, if we're doing the same job, why is FFL paying us triple than what we do everywhere else? Oh, yeah. You know? So I think what we want to really hit on, guys, is like, you know, other insurance companies or IMOs, like, we want to save them all, but we want to help the people that are up late at night on Craigslist, on ZipRecruiter, applying for jobs. Because, you know, like you said, Miguel, there's so many people making 12 to 15 an hour doing things that they don't need to be doing.
Absolutely.
That they can't support their family doing. So it's been cool to see you guys come in and blow it up right away. And I just know, like, you know, with us, FFL is less than 1% of the insurance industry. It's nuts. Like, we're a baby. Mm-hmm. We've only been around 7 years. And there's companies that, you know, they hang their hat on their name, right? And it's our job to get out there and promote what we're doing here and save everyone. Oh, yeah. Because everybody deserves to be here, you know. And Amy, I wanted to kind of touch back on you real quick. 24,000. I think it's nuts because it's 6 weeks, right? It's like that's nuts. That's $6,000 a week you're getting paid. That when you've been with FFL. For people that aren't in the industry or even are in the industry, that can be like a little intimidating to hear. is it real? How'd you do it? Like, you know, how did you find these people to work with? And, you know, how does the transition of you going to meet with someone turn into that?
It's definitely real. It's in my bank. And the way I got to meet the clients and the customers is through leads, buying leads. You invest in your leads. So as soon as you get a paycheck, go back in and invest in leads. So it works. The system works as long as you follow it. So yeah, the money is really real.
Now, when you submitted the business to the carrier, how long did it take for you to get paid directly from the insurance carrier, guys, not the company you work with, directly from the, you know, the big A-rated companies? How long did it take?
The next day, that night after I wrote the policy, I would get a statement and an email saying, this is how much is being processed, this is how many transactions, and the next morning, the money was sitting in my account. So
Yeah.
She would text me like, is this the commission? I'm like, yeah.
It's almost, but it is nutty because it's like, they're video game numbers. You know, it's like we literally sat with that family for 30 minutes and it's like, they're paying us what? You know, like we were scrubbing things and doing odd jobs to make $14 an hour, and they're going to pay us $3,000 overnight. You know, so, and I think that's one thing, again, we just, as a company, we're trying to get, you know, lead from the front and saying like, hey, you know, there's better out there. You don't have to be the best salesperson. You don't have to be the best speaker. You just have to care for people.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's one thing, you know, success leaves clues. Yep. And, you know, if you buy leads and work leads and care about people, you get paid for it. Exactly. You know, we get paid for the value we provide for our people. Yes. So, Miguel, if you could kind of share, what does 2021 look like for you and your team, and where do you want to be by the end of 2021 with FFL?
Yeah, so I actually was thinking about that last night, and I came up with my goal. So this is my goal for the end of 2021, to end the year issuing 500,000 annual premium a month. That's my goal. That's what I want my team to issue. And the way that this is going and the way that FFL is structured, where we're so transparent about everything, like literally there's no like smoke screen. There's no, oh, you know, I'm gonna keep you in the dark until you know what's good for you. Cause that's what I went through for many years. Like you're not gonna know anything because I know what's best, right? And I trust it. But you know what, like being transparent here about the leads, about commissions, about building, I think that for me it just gave me the vision, right? And it allows me to go out and to recruit and to produce and to share that same excitement that I have about the company to other people that are around, and everyone that I have exposed to the opportunity has seen the same thing that I'm seeing. And so now I know, like, okay, this is not just me that is seeing the value in this. I see Amy here making $10,000 in 2 days. Like, come on, that's ridiculous, you know? And so seeing stories like that shows me that this is possible, because she's 6 weeks in. Imagine in 6 months how she's gonna be, right? So this I think to me it just validated, because when I did it, I felt like, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but like when you do something, it's one thing for you to do it, but it's another thing for someone on your team to do it, because now you're saying, okay, now I'm not the only one. Now there's multiple people doing this. So now that shows you that your people who are brand new coming in and, you know, they're new to the industry or just new to the company, it shows them that they can do it as well. Yep. You know, and that to me has been like one of my driving factors, is that we don't lie about anything here. Everything's honest. Every person I've ever asked a question to here has given me a straight answer. I don't have to beat around the bush, and I appreciate that. I appreciate honesty over everything. So my 2021, that's what that looks like, 500,000. You know, I'm not sure exactly what the agent count for that has to be. I'm gonna work with you guys and see what that is, but that's my goal. And I mean, I just want to follow in your guys' footsteps. You know, Marco, Jose, Tony, these are the people that I want to align myself with so that I can produce the same things that they're producing, because I see their people winning big, and I want my people I want to put people in positions to win as big as they put their people in positions to win, right?
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
And guys, you didn't hear him wrong. 500,000, that's a month. And that means 500,000 getting paid to his agents that he works with. So it is real numbers at FFL, you know, and that's what happens when you work with leads and people raising their hand for help.
Right.
So we're literally just order takers. We're not salespeople. You show up to the house, they're pretty much like, okay, I want this. What can you get me? Can you get me approved? Right?
That's right.
So, and the answer your question, how many agents do you need to write that? Well, if you have a bunch of Amy's, you're going to need a lot less than normal people. So, Amy, your 2021 goals, producing, I know you want to go out there and kill it. You know, what do you want to end 2021 issue paid just yourself on your own pen?
I myself want to hit the 500.
There you go. There you go. She can do it. You got it.
Speak it. You know, we got it on video now, guys. YouTube, we got it on video. 500,000.
Or she shaves the head.
Or day. We won't put that out there yet. But guys, and again, you heard her right. 500,000 on her own pen. You know, and again, that's only doable, you know, again, with her working hard and caring about people, but having the leads to do so. You know, and Amy, real quick, just to touch on that, the average lead that you sell, how much does that lead cost?
I usually buy the 1 month and the 3 months, so they're $3 or $4.
Okay, so they're not like $80 a piece like a lot of other companies say FFL.
No,
Okay.
they're $3 and $4 each.
Okay, so if you're spending $3 and $4 to make about $2,000, because your deals are bigger, I need to talk to you off camera to find out what you're doing, because you're doing it right. But I would do that all day, and I'm sure a lot of other people would, right? Because if you can buy 100 of those, that's $400, and you know $500 a week, and you know make $10,000 in a week. Like I would do that all day, every day. So. That's exciting. We're super excited, and that means you would hit Hall of Fame and walk in the stage with your red jacket.
So that's what I'm leading towards.
So we're super excited. But just to finish up, guys, we appreciate you. I mean, it's been fun, 60, 90 days. We're still learning a lot about you guys, but it only gets better. You know, it doesn't get worse. You know, keep your head down, work hard, care about people, and you know, this thing's only going to grow. If people wanted to reach out and work with you guys, how would they get in contact with you, Amy?
Well, I have an IG. That is amyshimo @gmail.com.
Awesome. And do you want to throw your phone number out there?
Yeah, sure. My phone number is 714-743-2642.
Awesome, guys. Reach out if you'd like to work with Amy. And then same thing over here. Miguel, if someone wants to reach out and work with you, how do they get a hold of you?
Absolutely. So you can do the same thing either via Instagram or you can just hit my line direct. So my Instagram is mf.wolf, exactly how it's spelled. And my phone number is 323-835-5797. So you guys can just reach me direct on there, call or text, and I'm always available.
I like that a lot. Wolf. Yeah, it's savage. I like it. Guys, you heard it here. Reach out. Guys, these are normal success stories here at FFL. Guys, they had some experience, not good experience at other companies, and over here killing it, making, you know, $5,000 to $10,000 a week. So reach out to these guys if you'd like to work with them, and we'll talk to you soon. Appreciate you guys.